I'm going to talk to you about artificial food dyes and how they affect you by talking about what are artificial food dyes, should you be concerned, and how you can avoid artificial food dyes. Have you ever noticed children becoming more hyperactive after they eat those super colorful foods like Fruity Pebbles or Skittles? Well, artificial food dyes would be the cause of that. According to the FDA, red 40, yellow 5, blue 1, those are the main ones that are cause of concern, but the FDA is saying that they use the synthetic dyes for uniformity or to make things pretty. They also are known to contain benzene, which I'll talk about a little bit later. And a lot of them are banned in other countries, such as like Europe, Australia. That should be cause of concern itself, knowing that other countries have banned it, but the US is like, no, they're good. A lot of them are petroleum based, and according to the International Journal of Occupational and Environmental Health, these are safety concerns. It's been known that ingesting petroleum based things are not good for our body, basically. And they're also like artificial food dyes are in everything. You think about it, you go to the grocery store and you go down the mostly the processed food, middle aisles, and you're gonna see like pretty cereals and candy and crackers, juices, like brightly colored. Should you be concerned? It's in everything. Again, it's hard to avoid them, but it's possible. ADHD has been linked specifically, according to NBC News, Red 40. Red 40 is something that parents, a lot of families have done like trials, you could say, and they'll take Red 40, especially, they take other artificial food dyes out as well, but Red 40, they'll remove that completely from their children's diet. And they notice a difference within days. Some might take a couple of weeks, but they notice that their behavior is better. They're not as hyperactive. And along with the behavioral problems, yellow 5 has been known to cause aggression and depression, especially in children. And I don't know if that's because, kids like to eat those processed foods. But if they remove those and you notice that the aggression and depression goes away, that's concerning. And as I said earlier, the benzene that has been known to be in with artificial food dyes is a known carcinogen. Carcinogens cause cancer and tumors. And according to the Cleveland Clinic, these carcinogens, benzene specifically, have caused cancer in rats. And we know that, that's how we test things on rats. And if it causes cancer and tumors in rats, who's to say it doesn't in us as humans? So how can you avoid artificial dyes? Well, you can read labels. I have Gatorade Zero. I had some Sick Littles not too long ago. This one contains yellow 6, which isn't one of the ones that's the main concern, but it's not something I would regularly keep in my house. Just as I said, my kiddos were sick. And again, read the labels. This one, Sour Patch Kids. Everybody loves Sour Patch Kids, right? This contains all 3 of the concerning colors: red 40, yellow 5, blue 1. And again, it's just candy and what kids like to eat. So read those labels. Try to make things homemade. Make homemade chocolate chip cookies instead of buying the Chips Ahoy. And also try to shop Whole Foods. Fruits and vegetables, those are bright and they can be pretty. Just make it fun for your kids. do things together as a family, and that will, I think that will be a good way to bring the kids in and distract them from the candies and whatnot. My kids have really enjoyed, eating fruits and vegetables more if you make it pretty. So I hope my presentation has sparked some concern in you guys over the effects of artificial dyes. And remember, it can take some getting used to, but read those labels and focus on whole foods and see how yours and your family's lives can change.